Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 have shocked the world to its core. Did you know that Baba Vanga, the blind mystic famously called the Nostradamus of the Balkans, once predicted that 2025 would mark the start of humanity's most chilling transformations? From her eerie foresight of space colonization and alien contact to warnings of catastrophic wars and environmental collapse, her visions feel disturbingly close to reality today. With the doomsday clock ticking at its most dangerous point and scientific breakthroughs pushing boundaries, are we inching toward the world Baba Vanga saw, or something even scarier?
They put them in a 3D printed habitat, much like we may end up having on the surface of Mars. Inside it had all of the equipment they needed to stay healthy. They had food preparation and food growing. They had exercise equipment, even though Mars is 1/3 gravity. So you don't get all the weightlifting that you get on Earth just by being alive.
Baba Vanga's prophecy that humanity would eventually leave Earth and colonize other planets seemed outlandish during her lifetime. Yet today, her vision feels more plausible than ever. Space programs led by private companies like Elon Musk's SpaceX are not only exploring the possibility of reaching Mars, but are actively working to establish sustainable human colonies beyond Earth. Reusable rocket technology, advanced life support systems, and modular habitats have revolutionized space exploration, making interplanetary colonization a tangible goal rather than a distant dream. Projects such as SpaceX's Starship missions aim to transport large groups of people and cargo to Mars, showcasing significant progress in a field once dominated by speculative science fiction. However, these advancements come with formidable challenges. Space radiation poses a serious risk to human health, while the harsh environments of other planets demand sustainable solutions for food, water, and oxygen. Ethical dilemmas also arise, such as the question of territorial rights on alien planets and the potential exploitation of extraterrestrial resources. Adding another layer to Baba Vanga's shocking 2025 prophecy is her claim that Earth will establish contact with extraterrestrial beings. This prediction resonates strongly with recent developments. Over the past few years, previously classified information about unidentified aerial phenomena has been declassified, most notably by the Pentagon, fueling debates about the existence of intelligent life beyond Earth. These disclosures have included footage of mysterious objects defying known laws of physics, leaving scientists and conspiracy theorists alike to question whether humanity is already being observed by alien civilizations. Public interest in UFOs has surged, with many believing that governments around the world are withholding critical information about extraterrestrial encounters. Some speculate that figures like Donald Trump, with his direct approach and focus on transparency during his presidency, could have pushed for even more revelations about these phenomena. The eerie alignment between Baba Vanga's prediction and contemporary events has sparked global curiosity and concern. Her foresight into both humanity's departure from Earth and the potential first contact with alien life continues to intrigue and unsettle those who examine possibilities of a future shaped by such monumental events. If you thought that was shocking, wait till you hear about the European conflict.
The Ukrainian Air Force saying Russia has fired an intercontinental ballistic missile in the central eastern city of Dnipro. If true, this would be the first known use of these powerful nuclear-capable missiles. And this as the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv has reopened following an urgent warning that Russia might launch a significant air attack on the capital city.
The ongoing Russia-Ukraine war has already destabilized Eastern Europe, with NATO's involvement intensifying the divide between global powers. North Korea's threats of nuclear action and escalating military exercises further exacerbate fears of an all-out global conflict. Historical patterns such as those leading to World Wars I and II reveal a striking resemblance to today's situation, where unresolved territorial disputes, political alliances, and rising nationalism have pushed the world closer to a tipping point. Baba Vanga's chilling vision warns of a conflict that could spread beyond national borders, dragging global superpowers like the United States, China, and Russia into an unprecedented confrontation. Such a scenario could shatter economies, displace millions, and strain already fragile international alliances. This potential for devastation intertwines ominously with Baba Vanga's prediction of a climate catastrophe in 2025, as rising seas and melting polar ice caps threaten to reshape the planet. Sudden scientific observations reveal an alarming acceleration in ice melt, particularly in Greenland and Antarctica, contributing to rising sea levels. Coastal cities like Miami, New York, and Dhaka face increased flooding risks, especially during hurricanes and storm surges. The repercussions of rising seas are not confined to local regions, but ripple across the globe, forcing mass migrations and overwhelming humanitarian systems. These environmental crises are further exacerbated by feedback loops, where melting ice reduces the Earth's albedo, allowing more sunlight to be absorbed and accelerating global warming. The convergence of a potential European war and a climate apocalypse paints a grim picture of human vulnerability on multiple fronts. The destabilizing effects of conflict and environmental degradation amplify each other, creating a vicious cycle of displacement, resource scarcity, and geopolitical tensions. Baba Vanga's predictions echo not only the fragility of our world, but also humanity's persistent inability to address its most pressing challenges in time, leaving us unprepared for the cascading consequences of inaction, which brings us to our next prediction.
The device is an electrocorticography grid, which is attached to a pedestal, which is screwed onto the participant's skull. And it's the very first person to have this.
Baba Vanga's startling prediction of humans developing telepathic abilities in 2025 have long seemed like a leap of imagination, yet advancements in brain-computer interfaces are turning this idea into a plausible reality. BCIs, which translate neural signals into digital commands, have made significant progress, enabling individuals to control devices with their thoughts. While initially aimed at aiding those with disabilities, these technologies open the door to thought-based communication, potentially bypassing the need for spoken language. The implications are profound, from faster exchanges of complex ideas to the potential eradication of linguistic barriers. However, the darker side of such advancements cannot be ignored. A world where thoughts are accessible risks privacy violations, eroding personal boundaries, and raising ethical dilemmas about the control and regulation of such abilities. In parallel, Baba Vanga envisioned a future where lab-grown human organs would revolutionize medicine, addressing the chronic shortage of organ donors. Advances in stem cell research and 3D bioprinting have already laid the foundation for creating functional organs in laboratory settings. Scientists have successfully grown organoids, simplified versions of organs like livers and hearts, offering a glimpse into a future where full-size transplantable organs are no longer reliant on donors. This breakthrough promises to save countless lives and reduce waiting times for transplants. Yet, as with telepathic advancements, the potential for misuse looms large. The commercialization of organ growth could deepen healthcare inequality, reserving life-saving technologies for the wealthy while others remain excluded. Adding to these transformative predictions, Baba Vanga foresaw the emergence of a groundbreaking energy source in 2025, a development that could revolutionize the global fight against climate change. Nuclear fusion, often known as the holy grail of energy, has progressed with experiments achieving record-breaking plasma temperatures and energy outputs. Unlike nuclear fission, fusion offers limitless carbon-free power without hazardous waste. Beyond fusion, advancements in renewable technologies such as solar, wind, and geothermal energy continue to push boundaries, suggesting that our prophecy might also point toward a revolutionary way of harnessing existing resources. Such developments would not only mitigate climate change but also reshape geopolitical power dynamics, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and addressing energy security issues. Speaking of major changes, ever thought of what Baba Vanga had to say about doomsday?
This is the doomsday clock. It was designed back in 1947 by artist Martel Langsdorff, and the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists sets the clock to show how much time we have left until midnight. Midnight in this case meaning nuclear Armageddon and the end of humanity. In January 2017, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists revealed that the clock ticked 30 seconds closer than last year to the end of times.
While her visions of space colonization, telepathy, and energy breakthroughs once seemed fantastical, rapid scientific progress has lent credibility to some of these areas. The advent of technologies like brain-computer interfaces, nuclear fission experiments, and breakthroughs in space exploration suggest an uncanny overlap between her mystical insights and emerging realities. Critics, however, point to the lack of verifiable records of her prophecies, questioning their authenticity and attributing her accuracy to retrospective interpretation. Yet the ongoing debate about her credibility has done little to diminish the relevance of her predictions in a world grappling with existential threats. These threats are underscored by the doomsday clock, a symbolic representation of humanity's proximity to catastrophic global events. Set at 90 seconds to midnight in 2024, the closest it has ever been, the clock reflects escalating geopolitical tensions, climate change, and technological risks. The alignment of this metaphor with Baba Vanga's warning about global conflict, environmental collapse, and transformative technologies is striking. Her vision of a catastrophic European war echoes the real-world instability of the Russia-Ukraine conflict and its potential to spiral into a broader crisis. Similarly, her predictions of rising seas and melting ice caps mirror the accelerating impacts of climate change, as highlighted by scientific data on polar ice loss and rising global temperatures. So, do these prophecies align with what you see happening today? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.